first time running. I'm going to do a lot today. Came back from running. I did too much. So maybe the last 2 minutes of my run, I was like, last run, last stretch, give it all your all. And then I got back and I was feeling lightheaded. I had to take a few minutes to relax. And now I am going to do my yoga to stretch out. This is really good for these hips after all that run. All right. Next up on my agenda, we're doing laundry. I'm going to start with the sheets and the towels. So this is the only laundry that I will do for everybody in this household. The sheets and the towels. I think I will do the towels first and then the sheets. There's one more. This one got stained in the kitchen. So see if I can remove the stain first. You're supposed to let it sit for 5 minutes and then you can put it in the laundry. I'm not waiting 5 minutes. It's already gone. At least most of it. I have a lot of laundry to do. My scrubs too, but I'll see how much I can do today. One precise feel. Are towels bulky or heavy items? I don't know. I'll wash it with hot water. First load, second load. All right, time to shower. This room, I don't know what to do with it. It's dark and it's small. I liked this room when we first moved in. I've changed my mind. I don't like it so much. At this point, this will be the guest room. I'm going to have to make out time and move all of this to the other room that I've started using. I have most of my things here. I mean, sunscreen with almost everything I rub on my skin. Skin cancer is real. And one of the causes is sunlight, especially when it's very hot. I just bought this. It's Vaseline. I know they say a whole lot of stuff about Vaseline. It blocks your pores and stuff, but I grew up using Vaseline petroleum jelly. It was okay for me in Nigeria until I became an adult and I started to look for lotion. But anyway, I was using Gold Bond. That was my body lotion for the longest time, almost 3 years now. It comes in a cup like this because I do not like the lotions that come in a tube because I feel like I can't bring everything out, when it's finished and I want to scrape the whole thing out from the container. I can't do that with those lotion in the bottle, so that's why that thing finally started washing. I changed and I started using Gold Bond, but for some reason I cannot find the Gold Bond I use in these containers anymore. I went and I tried this one, Moroccan oil, but I didn't like it when I mixed it up because I add sunscreen to all my lotions, both the one I put on my face and the one I put on my body. So when I bought the Moroccan oil, body butter, and I mixed it up with the sunscreen and the Moroccan body oil because I use this too. I don't rub it directly on my skin. So when I added it to this Moroccan body butter, it did not mix well. So in here, I have this and my sunscreen. The sunscreen is in the bathroom and it smells good. So I'm going to lather my body. I've dropped one of my stoppers. Found it. I need to buy myself a new set of earrings. Money, 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 money. My lips feels weird. I feel like I need to buy the lips scrub, man. I need to throw this my headset away. See, everything is peeling. My brother is telling me to buy his own for $300 so that he can buy a $400 headset. So my business expenses is eating into my personal income. It's making me broke. I was looking and I saw that I have brought down my balances by some amount, which is good, but it's still not enough. I gotta pay this bill. Another business expense. Let me be positive though, because I have somebody who is presently working, and the profit from that shift has enabled me cover some other expenses that I couldn't pay off until somebody started working. So I've been able to offset all of those bills. If only I can have 10 people working. Oh my God. What are we talking about? But that's my goal. I had used at one point, I think it was last year, I used offshore recruiters and I told them I needed 10 people to start working. I used them for 2 months. They were not able to place one person to work. The one person they got ghosted. When it was time for them to go to work, they realized they did not have a means of transportation to get them to where they're supposed to work. These are questions we ask when you submit your application. Do you have a mode of transportation? Because you need to commute to work. But anyway, that was then. Now, thank God there's somebody working and they are doing fine. If I can get 10 more like this healthcare worker, God, that would be like a stepping block to bigger things. Anyway, let me pay some bills and then go do some errands. Craving rice and stew. So I want to make that stew with goat meat and some of the fried croaker fish we have in the freezer, because apparently we've gotten tired of it, just eating the fishes like that. So I'm going to put it in the stew. And that's it. This is what I'm looking for. I want mushrooms. Get red bell peppers. I was trying to use this feature to wash my towels earlier, this precise feel. I ended up doing more harm than good to my towels. First of all, I forgot I had laundry going. For almost 2 hours, I couldn't hear it. And then I came up. It wasn't washing. While the thing was getting precisely filled, this towel was precisely coloring up all my other towels. I know how to use this. Man, if you don't have this in your house, this shout stuff, I highly recommend it. I had to spray it all over it on all the stains. But I guess it couldn't get all of them up. But I mean, I can live with this. Before it was blue, red, all kinds of color. So when I came up after 2 hours and I realized nothing was washing, I switched it over to large and washed out my towels. And I put the color catcher. I was able to get some of the colors out for me. I gave up at some point, like every single one of these towels had stain in it. I actually thought I was never going to be able to use them. Like I would just bring out these towels and then trash them all. Thank goodness this color catcher and the stain remover, I put enough. So I was able to catch it. Oh boy. And I think I put too much soap. This one still has like soap gel on it. Oh, yeah. They have soap gel. See, now I know why they tell you to put this thing in the bottom before you dump your the things you want to wash, because this is exactly what's happening, because I put it on top of the towels before I started washing it. That's why it's like this. I'm going to rewash it. And I'm happy. Oh. I also put bleach. That's to tell you how worried I was. It doesn't look like everything washed. Remember earlier how I said I'm gonna do all my laundries today? Aha, see? There's one. Oh no, this is from the, I think this is the soap still. Ugh. That'll teach me not to use that feature on this thing again, because it didn't help. Just gave me more work to do. I'm still doing my first load. Since when did I put this thing in? I want to say maybe at 11 a.m. It's almost 4 and I'm still on the first one. All right. I'm going to do a little bit of cooking because I'm craving our Nigerian staple food, rice and stew. I've not eaten that in a long time. Somebody brought it to work and then I realized, that I haven't cooked this thing in a while. So I went to go gather items for it. Tomatoes, red bell pepper, and onions. I might use 2 of this. And then I'm going to add tin tomatoes to it. Still have my pepper. And this is ginger and garlic. I know I showed you guys the day I blended it. I'm going to cook it with goat meat. I don't think it's going to be a lot of stew, but this is the meat for it. I'm going to add this fried fish because we haven't been eating it like we used to. I'll try to do that cooking as quickly as I can for tonight. Tomorrow I go back to work. Well, just in case I don't come back and show you guys the finished product of the stew, bye-bye. But I'll try. I might not record everything, but I'll try and come back and just take a video of what it looked like when I finish. Let me see if this thing is what. Man, like if I say I'm not tired of this my laundry today, I don't understand what's going on. Did I not start this thing? I thought this should have been done. Did I not start it? All right, let me go do something else. Almost 30 minutes. In fact, 1 hour self is still didn't wash. I'm tired. Got my second load. It's supposed to be the bed sheets. I'm still here battling with towels. I should not have touched that precise feel. I'm even afraid to walk out before it will stop again. I hope I don't stand here for another 30 minutes. I still have stew that I want to make. Oh wow. I don't know who sent me a message. I should not have touched that precise feel. I should have just used small, medium, large, super. It's washed. Oh my god. Like, what happened? Maybe because I put the dial, this one on light. And maybe this thing is thinking what I have in there is not light. Because when I came up now, I changed it to medium. Holy moly. Washing towels since 11 a.m. Finally, it washed. This was the one that had like the thing stuck on it. It looks very clean. There's no stain. All the soaps are gone. I probably won't be able to do my scrubs. Oh, I feel so good. Yes. I needed a stretch. I'll probably do this one because I have to fold it and it's already like 8 p.m. and I'm making stew. I gotta sleep. I had wanted to wash my car outside tomorrow because I have to drive it to New Jersey this weekend and then back here to Maryland. So I wanted it to be, a little bit clean before I get on that road trip. And then I use dry. I cannot juggle. I think the only thing I can juggle is 2 jobs. Not balls. But I'm glad I finally figured that out. So what I have learned today, I cannot use the precise feel when I'm washing large amounts of stuff. And I cannot use light wash for bulky items like towels. Those were the mistakes I made in my first load. A doctor told me that these things are not good for ladies because of the scent, especially if you're using it to wash your undies. Scented laundry detergents were made by men. So I guess, I don't know. So anyway, the scented detergents and everything, I was told by a medical professional, a doctor, that I was saying that these scented items are not good for ladies because they can disrupt the vagina. What is the word now? It can disrupt the vagina's natural flora, thereby increasing the risk of infection. I guess I don't care. Yeah. And I haven't had an infection. I actually got an infection after she tried to treat me for what she thought was an infection, but it wasn't an infection because she gave me. How did I even get to this? How did I get to this discussion? I don't know. I don't know how I got here, but since I'm here, let me finish. Hey, Jehovah, finish. Yes, let me finish since I'm here. I had gone to see this provider because I thought I was having, I felt I was having excessive vagina discharges. And when I told her, I did some exams and found out that could be like a vaginosis or something like that. It's not even serious. Those kind of infections sometimes they resolve on their own because like the vagina has its own natural flora. So anyway, I got this treatment and I ended up, instead of it stopping the issue I was having, it increased it. And then I went back to her and she was going to give me another medication. I was like, no, ma'am, I'm done. I'm gonna let my body handle it from here. And that's how my body has been handling it for me. And I still use all the scented everything. The only thing I change when I'm washing is using the dryer balls instead of the dryer sheets. And the only reason I did that was because it lasts a whole lot longer, because the ones I have, I've been using it since for a long time now. I need to go look it up, see if it has expiration date. So I put 4 of them when I'm drying stuff, so it reduces the lengths. I mean, I think that's what the dryer sheets are supposed to do. And yeah, it's been working fine for me. Okay, no more experimenting. So I'm just gonna do medium, medium wash, medium, and hot, and start. Make my life easy for me. Like, anyway, so I'm gonna go back downstairs and continue with making the stew that I wanted to make. What a day, what a day. And this, my dears, is the stew. Finished. This is it, yo. This is fish and goat mix. Plenty gallop. But yeah, it's ready. Anyway, this is the last, well, not really the last thing I'm doing tonight, but close to it. Still have to finish my laundry. But this one is done. I'm going to eat my white rice and stew. Fantastic. Absolutely delicious. Thank you, my YouTube family, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.